Morning. So if you're an untechnical like myself and you're just starting out building with Replit, chances are you went right into this and started typing out what you wanted, hoping that the AI will give you that whole thing at once. Then that is just a dream. So ideally, before even going into Replit itself, you'd want to start by breaking down what you want to build into simple steps, like from the first thing. Let's say maybe you want to build a dashboard where designers can generate photos of people within an office setting. So you want to build an app exactly for that. So for that app, you'd need a dashboard. You'd need each maybe sections within that dashboard that users can access. Let's say maybe they can access a section for generating those photos and a section for saving those photos, and maybe one more section where you as the admin would have generated certain photos and have them there so that they can browse through those and save them. Then you also need a database where you can save the users can be stored, the images that they've generated and all that. Then you also need action buttons and action like add, edit, delete and the likes. You'd need authentication so that the users can log in and sign up. And then maybe finally you'd need a landing page, what the users see before they log in and what they see once they log out. And you'd need, those are the main ones that you'd need. So before you go into Replit to tell the AI what you want, sketch these out, like have it in steps, like how do you go from the first one to the next one. For instance, the dashboard menu items will have 3 menu items, so that's how you break it down into steps first. Then what will tell the AI is the core concept. So you want to build a dashboard that allows designers or users to go into the dashboard and generate images of people within an office setting. They can save those images to a section called saved images, and then you'll also have that section for the admin where they'll be able to see already generated photos and also save those to their saved photos section. So this is what will tell the AI to generate, and it will build out a simple dashboard for that. It won't look exactly like you want it to look, but it will be a good start. Then you go into those 3 sections as well and you build them out. So you add the, let's say maybe how do you want to style it, how do you want the photos, the saved photos section to look like. Are they maybe 3 per row, maybe 4 per row and the like. So you build out those sections as well. Then you tell the AI to add the database. So this is where you'll be saving those photos, saving any users and the likes. So once you add the database, these 2 sections can be switched up. You can either do the actions first, then add the database, or add the database first, then do the actions. So the actions for the simple sections, like maybe once a photo has been generated, can it be deleted, can it be edited and the likes, because it won't add those at first. You'll have to still go in and finesse that. So you do it step by step. Then you add authentication, like the users can log out and they can log in. So but this you can do, like after you've done all of these, you can now do this authentication part. So the login pages, the sign up pages, the forgot password, that's like a whole other thing, because you'll also need to do like email, connect to an email API like that. That's a whole other thing. But then you can just do login and sign up. Then you build out the landing page, like what will they see when they go to designers photos of people in office.com. So what do they see? So that's the last thing that you'll build out, because you'll also need to break that down into different sections, because you need the header section, you'll need a hero section, maybe like a small explanation, maybe an FAQ section. So you also need to break those down into specific steps, so that if you give it to the AI all at once, it won't like give you what you need. So you also need to break that down into steps. So before you go into Replit, sketch out your idea in form of steps. Sketch it out in form of steps. Then you fill it in slowly by slowly, stepwise. You do one step, finesse, do the next step, finesse, do the third step, finesse, in that way. Then you end up with something that looks usable. Yeah, it also gives you the time to like really work out the other backend stuff, like how does it consume APIs, like how does it let me say, how do you avoid those errors, like 500 errors that you will just crop up because the AI will be giving you like a whole lot of code that probably you don't even need, and going like doing too much when you just need like simple things. Yep. So how does it output content, like from the database or from the server to the front end? What does it look like, so that you can avoid too much loading and all that. So when you do it in steps, it also gives you time to even look at the security side of things, like has it exposed API keys on the front end and the likes. Yeah, so always start by sketching these out first, like the steps. Yeah,